Hello and welcome everybody to the Overwatch All-Stars Brawl presented here today by Star Esports. We are a double elimination tournament dedicated specifically to the Overwatch Tier 3 community. We're powered by OmniCoach, so be sure and visit omnicoach.gg and use the promo code Star Esports if you want 10% off your first video package order. Now today we do have Team Redacted versus Winnable in match number 13 of our losers bracket. For your casting entertainment tonight, I am Sir Waltham, and on the other side of the desk, I have my good buddy Sci-Fi. Chase, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty well, and I'm really excited to be casting this match. Gonna be a really big match. It's Redacted versus Winnable. These are two really high level tier 3 teams that I think are gonna make waves in Open Vision and Trials come hopefully December, and I'm really excited because we're gonna start to see them play, and it should be pretty fun. We're gonna be starting off with Junkertown this map, so
Yeah, absolutely. We will be starting off on Junkertown. We are just waiting a few moments while the players get settled in. But I want to go back before we hop into it. While I have a moment, I kind of want to talk about how these teams have been looking throughout this tournament so far, Chase. And, Redacted, I believe, or no, excuse me, Winnable, been in the losers bracket for a little bit longer. It doesn't necessarily mean they're out of the running. They did go against Phase 1 to knock them down here. But I think both teams going to be looking pretty good. As you mentioned, very excited to see how this is going to shake out.
yeah, no, Phase 1 are like the favorites of this tournament, right? They crushed last month's brawl. They did so well and gave up, I believe, was only 2 maps in the finals. So it's no doubt that they've gone to the losers bracket because of them, because of course they have. But and we'll be excited to see, because they have fought their way back from the losers bracket. They've won 3 more games, being taken all the way to what I believe is losers semifinals, right? Yeah, we're losers semifinals. The winner of this is going to face Citizens, and that's going to be a big match too, because that is going to basically we're basically going to figure out who plays phase 1 in the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's going to be a bit of a sticky situation moving forward if Redacted does get the win. I mean, obviously they won it, but they'll have to go up against Citizens again, which Citizens is the team that put them here in the losers bracket, so it's going to be kind of a rematch to the final this time around. But I think we're just about ready to get into it. I think we are waiting just a few more moments. But while we have a moment, Chase, how do you feel about Junkertown? What do you think we can expect to see from these two teams?
Well, GOATS is still in effect. The 2-2-2 lock is not enabled in this tournament because the rules were this month tournament had taken place a couple weeks before. It started a couple weeks before the 2-2-2 lock actually was put in place. So I suspect we'll see some GOATs. I know Winnable like to run a lot of GOATs, and Redacted, they play a lot of different compositions. And what's really cool about them is that I think they're going to be really flexible coming onto this, coming today.
Yeah, here's certainly hoping so. I love seeing the teams with a lot of flexibility. We are just going to be waiting a few seconds before we get the teams coming out onto the field. It will be Redacted, if I'm not mistaken, to be on the defense at the start, meaning that Winnable will be on the offense on the right in red, as I like to say, just make sure everybody at home is on the same page. But as the timer ticks down, we're going to be seeing the first few glimpses of what we might be getting to feast upon here. And it's looking like the double sniper from the defense. I'm not necessarily against it.
Yeah. And what's really cool is Redacted have gone something different that they normally haven't done. They're going to decide to go with this double sniper defense with the May flex pick for some additional firepower, and also a couple it kind of shield breaks. It's not the ideal hero, but I think it's going to be really good for stopping these Orisa via Orisa duels.
Yeah, absolutely. And on the opposing side, where it looks like we might be seeing a little bit of a triple tank set up here. However, nothing is confirmed until we see them roll out of the gate, which they're going to be doing right now. Bowie setting up that shield right in front of Spawn, making sure that no damage gets out before the team is ready to really do that hard engaged double snipers coming out. Just a little bit of cart push starting off. The halt hook combo trying to come out, but Russian Cow's not going to find any purchase with that. And we're seeing Bowie get very forward up here. They're going to be taking a lot of hits, getting brought down dangerously low, but healed up quickly by momentum. That solo healer has to play pretty thoughtfully here. Harry Happa, however, claiming 2 kills off the back of it, taking out Brooks on that Ashe as well as the Mercy. The halt hook combo coming out, going to be landing onto Max Dimencio. Not going to be getting the kill, though. That May can be quite resilient at times. And going into ice form on the cart, just to stall out a little bit. Will not be keeping them as we see Winnable start making some progress on the cart.
Yeah, this solo healing triple tank setup, really good at eating all of the projectiles from Redacted, able to stall that out. Harry Happa gets a couple pickoffs, Organic gets a couple more, and I think that'll be the point. Reese is going to contest.
Yeah, Reese is going to be contesting. Russian Cow's going to be taking them down. However, Brooks claiming a kill right before the fight. The point is claimed, not going to be saving them from Momentum's Mercy. However, hell have no fury like a Mercy, it seems. Organic taking out the opposing Mercy. Organic now going on a little bit of a tear, and we're seeing the side of Winnable get pretty aggressive here, if I do say so.
Yeah, Organic's popping off. Harry Happa's cleaning up as well. It always seems like they're on the same page when it comes to double sniping. That's really exciting coming into this new 2-2 lock meta, where you have to play these DPS heroes. Yeah, really exciting to see. They keep winning. Harry Happa with another pickoff. That is huge onto the Orisa. They're not going to be able to stall this out, and they're going to get free cart push. Devik's going to be res, though.
Yeah, a little bit of cart push, and we're going to be seeing that amplification matrix come out, but a lot of people kind of in front of the amplification matrix, not able to find as much value from it. The Diva Bomb going to come out from Ford, not quite dropping anybody, but causing some weird positioning to have to come out onto the defender side from Redacted. However, the Blizzard going to be returning in favor. Harry Happa, however, continuing to get kills. making for snipers on both ends continuing to get kills. Brooks and Harry Happa having a little bit of a sniper showdown in this situation. Who can be the most effective? Brooks taking down their counterpart. Mercy's also trying to get kills thoroughly throughout this fight, but now we're seeing the defense kind of be a little bit scattered here. We're seeing Brooks and Keratin kind of being a little far off. We're going to be seeing the Dragons come out from spawn. Organic firing those quite a ways off. And it's looking like it's not going to quite be it for the offense this time around. Organic going to claim Brooks with the Dragons, but it's not going to be enough. Defense is going to hold.
Yeah, Redacted going to hold. Solid defense. I want to say MVP Keratin there, and just really good Mercy play. He ends up getting the frag at the end, and really good plays coming there. The bunker comp coming from Redacted really going to stall this out with the Baptiste. He has the Matrix again, and Organic gets picked off. This is really good for them.
Yeah, but what's not great for the defense is Kuya getting pulled in and walled off, getting separated and being eventually brought down. Immortality Field being put out by Ford. It will be torn down, and a nice Dragon grab or Dragon halt combo going to be taken down Ford. No more Baptiste for that side. However, Momentum going to be trying to pop that out to keep the team up. Not going to quite work. It is now just that Roadhog trying to make a stand. However, not going to be any value as Max Dimencio takes him down, and it's going to be another hold for the defense.
Yep. What I really like about Max Dimencio's May pick here is the fact that his walls are going to be able to stall these fights out so long, give time for Drake to heal up his teammates and make sure that Brooks can actually snipe people down. They aren't running the triple sniper comp, that the double sniper Widow Hanzo or like Ash Hanzo, but there we go. Damage boosts all around.
Yeah, both teams going to be popping that battle bongo. However, the shield of the defensive side going to be broken. Ooh. And a lot of kills coming through from the defensive side. Momentum getting brought down is pretty crucial. That Mercy not having the res, not having the healing. The hook coming in from Russian Cows not going to be claiming, however, the life of Brooks. A lot of ults going to be online. Aside from the bongos, not too much use. Oh, but Brooks gets pulled in and killed by Russian Cows. That is a late kill onto the defense, while the attackers still have to kind of recollect themselves as well.
Yeah. Really good on Redacted side. Here we go. Amplification Matrix comes out.
Yeah, Amplification Matrix coming out. Bowie gonna get the kill off to Drake after Drake gets pulled in. Whole Hog coming in from Russian Cows, gonna be claiming the life of Dembeck. However, the kill's still going in favor of the attack despite the res going through on Drake. Organic doing some kills, however, both Hanzo's gonna be finding a little bit of value. The Storm Dragons coming out. It is Brooks looking to be in a tough spot. And we're going to be seeing Russian Cows trying to chase them down on that Hog. Going to have to be very careful not to feed over that ult charge. But the Hanzo from Organic going to end Brooks' life there as the attackers continue to push cart.
Yeah, I think they're going to take this point off of that. Really good fight coming from Winnable. They didn't even use too much. That initial hook onto Max Dimencio really nailed it, though. And yeah, coming into this next fight, they have a lot of momentum. Coming into this next fight, have the Valkyrie, the Amplification Matrix comes through from Drake, and
a very good hook on the Russian Cows, and the May wall off going to prevent them from getting recollected with their team. That is massive value, including the Baptiste Matrix going to be putting down a lot of damage. And with that, it looks like the attacking team's just going to decide to cut their losses and back out for a moment.
Yeah, they didn't use too much. They just used the Valkyrie coming from Momentum. They lost the fight, but now they're coming up on nearly 5 ultimates. Or they're gonna put everything out now.
Yeah, the Blizzards and the Storm Dragons both coming out. The attack getting the early kills. Harry Happa taking down Keratin with that nice Blizzard. Harry Happa getting behind the shield of Dembeck, going to be claiming the life of Brooks, and more cart progress for the attackers.
Yep, really good progress. They used a little bit. They used a couple of ultimates coming to that fight. Going to be a little weak coming onto this fight. I think they're just going to try and charge their ultimates, but there's only a minute and a half remaining. And, yeah. We'll see what Russian Cows and his whole Hog can do. Oh, no. That's bad.
Yeah, Dembeck getting the halt onto Organic. The Hog isn't there to capitalize, but the Hanzo definitely is. Momentum going to be picking them back up, but the trade now comes in for Bowie, meaning that the main tank is going to be down for the attackers. They need to be playing a little bit more carefully, but it looks like they're just going to retreat instead. Harry Happa not quite getting the message as they get killed by Brooks' arrows.
Yep. Gonna have a couple of setbacks. Don't want to be staggered out too much, and as I say that, Russian Cows get staggered. Minute left. No. They don't have too much on the board for ultimates. They don't have the the damage boosters and the Valkyrie, but they will have pretty much everything else for this next fight. It's going to come down to positioning and whether or not Max Dementia is going to be able to get off his Blizzard. There we go.
Yeah, absolutely. The damage amplification going to be coming out. Blizzard taking down the immortality field, and the big res from Keratin, as well as the Blizzard going to be coming in. Keratin taking down the opposing Mercy. You'll love to see it. And it's just looking so good for the defense. It's looking questionable if the attackers can get another push in.
I don't even know if they're going to be able to touch. They're kind of holding them really close here, which is a good idea. Taking a while for swaps to come through. Momentum's going to swap to the Lucio. Going to use the Blizzard offensively, but they need to touch the cart. Are they going to be able to?
Momentum getting taken down means they cannot make it to cart. They don't have that speed boost from the Lucio. The Mei ult coming in, not quite enough.
And Winnable going to be taking it 2.5 points. About halfway distance to the third point, but that's a solid goal coming for Redacted here. Solid defense, especially holding that far and making sure those fights are stalled out. We were talking about those Mei picks and how they really stall out the fights.
Right.
Wall seems like if you're playing Overwatch, like generally you just play casually, you kind of think to yourself, wow, Wall is kind of useless. It doesn't do any damage. It doesn't do any healing. It's like barely any shield. It breaks pretty easily. But its biggest boon is like zoning and also slowing down fights. And on fights like this where you have time limits, that matters. You having a Mei and putting a wall between you and the enemy will cut away of the fight for maybe 5 seconds, and doing that 20 times, is 100 seconds, is almost 2 minutes worth of time, and it really slows things down.
It certainly does. I really like the way Max Dementia was playing that, getting the section off onto Russian cows during that third phase. It's one of my favorite moments to see the Hog trying to retreat, just not quite able to. But as we look forward, we're seeing the double sniper, Happa and Organic.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
Yeah, they're not going to be running the triple tank this time around. And now as we get a little preview into what the attackers are going to be running.
Comp.
Yeah, they're going to be running the Bastion right on the cart. Max Dementia taking quite a few hits off the back. The Halt Hook combo trying to come in from the defenders, not going to be finding much. And Dembeck going to be getting pretty aggressive there, using the Reinhardt shield to push up more so than with the Bastion. And the Orisa here kind of separated from the side of the rest of the defense. Bowie just kind of holed up in this corner, not able to quite coordinate with their team as much. Both Orisa's going to be falling, but it is still looking so good for the now attacking side of Redacted. They're going to get more cart progress.
Yeah, and Redacted are just going to solidly push this. I don't know if we're going to be able to see a contest. Organic is able to get there. Oh, it looks like Russian Cows is getting pretty close as well. So they will be able to contest this next point. It just depends on positioning. Oh, Brooks goes down. This is huge.
Yeah,
takes it down.
Absolutely. Another Mercy kill. It feels like we're seeing so many of those right now. But right now, the Immortality field going onto the cart, trying to buy just a little bit of more time. Max Dementia going to be firing that Bastion right through that damage amplification matrix, at least for a couple of shots, taking down Ford. No more healing from the Baptiste, and so many more kills now coming through from the attack. Momentum trying to pop that Valk just to stay alive, stay a little bit more resilient. Russian Cows taking down Keratin's not going to quite be enough as we see the kills go largely in favor of the attacking Redacted.
Yeah, Redacted going to take that point. A little bit of a scrappy engagement, but Max Dementia going to get a lot of value off of that Bastion ultimate. They're able to keep most of their other ultimates, and coming into this next fight, they got 5. They probably don't even have to use all of them to get to the next point, and this is looking really exciting if you're a Redacted fan. They have the EMP. I think they're going to go for this EMP as well. Just zap people down. Brooks in a really good position to take 6 out with this EMP. Watch for it. Watch for it.
Oh! 6-man EMP coming through, and then the Shatter coming through from Dembeck. Kuya also going to be dropping the Amplification Bongo. Going to be very good. All kills coming through on the kill feed for Redacted. What else did you expect? They comboed those ults so well. Dembeck and Brooks, you can tell they counted that one down.
Yeah, and 3 people on the payload, not going to be able to touch. This is like a solid 1-fight win, and they played it absolutely perfectly. Started that fight exactly when Max Dementia could reach them in their sightlines. They used the Bongo coming from Orisa. Here's the amplification matrix from Drake.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing the Drake pop the amplification matrix. Only them and Denbeck posted on the cart for the time being. It's going to be Kuya and Max Dimencio on that high ground with the Bastion, just trying to get some early kills. The Dragon coming out, going to be trying to shave at Kuya and Max Dimencio. Bowie going to be halting Kuya, doing just enough damage to drop them. And right now, it's looking like the defense taking their turn to reclaim as we see the whole hog come out from Russian Cows, getting some value with it, but going to be the melee ultimately that ends Drake's life from the Pigman himself.
Yeah, well, they still have a ton of ultimates. Unfortunate that Keratin got caught out a little bit. He was way too far forward in that engagement, and that started to lose them that fight from there on. Kind of unsure on why they're really playing this Lucio, but maybe it's just Keratin's comfort pick. Amplification Matrix coming out from Ford, but Harry Hava goes down.
And Max Dimencio is going to go down too. That is a lot of damage done. Oh, but the big boom coming from Keratin going to be knocking everybody off the high ground. The sound barrier coming through, healing are barriering the remaining 4 members of the team. Drake going to be taking down Bowie. That is a lot of tank presence gone for the defending team. And it's going to be Russian Cows trying to get away. Gets halted. Still has that breather in the pocket, though. Able to keep themselves up, not getting staggered a little late in the defense. Going to have to try to recollect themselves if they want to make a solid hold here.
Yeah, we're coming down to the last fight here. Kuya gonna use that ultimate as soon as it comes up. Here's the Bastion ultimate.
That is a lot of damage that can come through from that Bastion played by Max Dimencio. Gonna take down momentum. That is crucial. Harry Hapa trying to find something with the tire. Not gonna quite find anything. And with this, it's looking like it's all gonna go in favor of the side of Redacted. They're gonna get first point Junkertown.
And really nice plays coming from Redacted. I'm really interested in this play the game. Is it the, I don't know if it is. The 6-man EMP should have been play the game. Sombra gets scuffed so many times.
Yeah, it was
good Dragon.
Yeah, it was just some really good combos we saw coming through from the side of Redacted with that combo. It was just looking so good. And like you said, it was a 1-fight win for all of Streets phase. And I mean, it was just so effective. They used 3 ultimates, but it paid off.
They really did, and God, that like EMP fight at second point, oh, that was amazing. Really good plays coming from Redacted. They're able to see their win conditions like a fight or two ahead, and this is going to be really tough for Winnable to come back. They've been a big favorite coming into this tournament, a solid... These teams are top 4 in this tournament already, and oh God, it's just kind of it's kind of bad. It's kind of sad to see them really not be able to clutch it out, not be able to move the point all the way to third. I wouldn't say it's a tough map to get to third. I think most teams normally do when in a competitive game. But you can be stalled out on the first and second point. Those points are really tough to get through if you don't get them for the first time.
Yeah, and I want to give a little bit of credit here to Winnable. I don't want to make it seem like, they just got wiped or anything. They had a pretty consistent pace throughout that entire Junkertown round. It didn't look like, oh, it's overtime, we have to make it to the final point. Like when they got to the third stage, it looked a little bit shaky. Obviously, they didn't make it all the way, but still, they were doing pretty consistently up until that point. And it's looking like we are in the map pick and ban phase. It's looking like the side of Redacted going to be banning Hanamura, and it looks like Winnable going to be selecting Hollywood to start. Redacted looking like they may want to be starting on defense here. Gonna have to see how that shakes out. If so, we're going to be seeing them once again in blue. Winnable going first. We're just waiting on the ready from the teams.
Really excited to see Hollywood in action. I think we're going to be seeing more May, more Baptiste, more Risa as we're getting into the 2-2-2 meta. It's interesting to be seeing some some niche picks come out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a month or two ago, you would not have expected May to be as prominent as she has been, in the last couple of weeks. And I've been absolutely loving it. I think that it adds an aspect of the game that's not, team-based like we saw in the triple-triple, but not so hard mechanical. It's very individual strategic.
You know what I want to say is, I don't think if the 2-2-2 meta weren't around, we wouldn't be seeing much of May. A lot of teams and players are practicing May, especially getting into the 2-2-2 meta. Because she's a very versatile hero, and because she's very good against most of these compositions, people are using her space management to win fights automatically. You wall in a Reinhardt, you win the fight. It's easy as that. You know, you win the fight with one ability. It's amazing. It's like an Ana grenade, in the fact that it just wins fights sometimes, and it's a composition. It's a pick that is really going to be big come 2-2, and Max Dimencio is playing a little ahead of the curve. Although we are seeing the triple DPS composition coming out from Winnable.
Yeah, and, you know, while we're on that Mei topic, I do want to say, and, you know, it's even good against Orisa Hog where they're not as mobile, but you still have that Mei wall to kind of counteract the Hog hooks or the halts, you know, prevent them from necessarily landing where they want to land. So, really, it's pretty good. I mean,
It's really good.
I don't want to overhammer that point, but certainly now, however, as we look towards the defensive side, we are seeing that triple DPS, a little bit of a spammier comp, kind of like what we saw on Junkertown. Going to be Brooks on the Hanzo. And I'm curious to see how this plays, especially against the Orisa Hog.
Yeah, scouting a little bit with organic, people spamming picnic baskets in the chat. Guys, make sure to vote for your MVPs in the Twitch panel on the bottom left of the screen. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Remember, you guys can always subscribe and donate bits to add to your votes. Heading into this, it will be an Orisa attack formation. Using the Pharmacy combo.
Yeah, it's going to be organic, switching off that Sombra onto the Pharah, getting a little bit of damage over the top as well, using concussion to kind of jostle people around a little bit. Russian Cow's getting knocked out early, going to be brought back up by Momentum. The same cannot be said for Harry Happa, who gets brought down by Dembek. And despite getting knocked off, they're going to be getting very aggressive to defense here. The Halt coming out, almost going to be landing onto Bowie, barely runs away with the skin of their teeth. Going to be healed up by their various support players. And it's looking like so far, first push, solid for the defense.
Solid from Kuya, and landing that hook onto Harry Happa. Ended that fight almost immediately. Harry Happa, now being taken down very low, is going to need some pocketing from Russian Cows. And yeah, a lot to be gained. We have Valkyrie coming right in from Keratin there.
Yeah, the Storm Dragon going to be coming in from the side of Brooks, not going to be landing too much damage. Will cause a little bit of separation from Bowie, whose shield gets torn down almost immediately. Organic taking down 2 with that Rocket Barrage. That is going to be a pretty valuable one, however. Drake, who says Junkrat can't counter Pharah? Certainly not Drake. The hook coming through from the side of Ford onto that Mercy. Mercy from Keratin going to be getting away, however, and a lot of kills going through, however. It does seem to be in favor of the attack. Winnable, looking like they're going to claim some progress here, especially as Keratin drops.
Yeah, Drake's going to back up. He almost had the Riptire, but fight's going to be won from Winnable. They were able to arm their way in on there, and they have a lot of ults coming out from their side as well. Not too many from Redacted, but they're going to be charging up them very quickly. I think the spam from Drake might be a little less potent now that we're going to be moving into open spaces and high ground. Maybe we'll see Drake move onto the high ground. No, looks like he'll just be staying with his team.
Oh, the hook comes through from Momentum. Momentum getting pulled, almost Guardian Angels out of there, but Drake going to be cleaning them up as they travel out of the area. That's going to give Drake the opportunity to roll the Riptire. Brooks already claiming 2 victims, however. This Riptire going to be going a little bit aggressive, seeing if it claims anybody. Not quite.
Gotta be taken down, and wouldn't be surprised to see a swap coming in from Drake, but he will stay on that Junkrat. Gonna lay a couple of traps on the left-hand side of the field, so we won't be getting any flanks there. And to be honest, now that we're stuck in this chokehold, the Mei and the Junkrat are gonna be huge. But Kuya,
Kuya getting brought in by the hook from Ford. Ford looking so good on that Hog right now, but the kills continue to go through for the defense. Organic and Kuya both gonna be brought back up. The whole Hog getting pulled out by that Roadhog. However, Organic going to be taking them down before it finds too much purchase. And Dembek then going to be, or excuse me, Kuya also going to be returning that, or Ford going to be returning that Hog, rather. Going to be brought down before it gets too much value. But it continues to be the attackers playing these angles, playing inside the alleyways. But Max Dimencio going to be bringing out that Blizzard, trying to freeze Russian Cows as well as Bowie. Bowie has that Fortify to kind of hold themselves up. Dembek on point just to prevent the cart from moving. It's going to be Ford getting aggressive past that Orisa shield, hooking the Mercy in. Mercy just trying to get away without being fragged out, but Kuya going to be taking the opposite approach, going in, doing some more stall on the cart, just trying to hold out. Does not look like it's going to work out for them, though.
They're stalling so much time out of the cart, though. They're going to be able to get 1, maybe 2 more fights out of this point. Stalling at that choke is really potent, because you can You can almost always get a second fight here. It's very good, especially for their comp. But Drake is now on the Baptiste. Dragon coming in, though.
Yeah, Dragon's going to come in. Brooks taking down momentum as the Valk comes out. Keratin also going to be popping the Valk. In response, though, we hear the bomb come out from Harry Happa just in time for Harry Happa to drop. However, it will be a few kills attempting to go in the way of the attackers. However, the support's just doing such a good job of keeping each other alive. Drake going to be dropping that immortality field, getting so low. Dembeck taking down Bowie, and with that, it's Ford trying to run away. Not going to quite be successful, though.
Really good plays coming out from the Hogs on both teams. Although the past fights, it's funny, we've been seeing the press Q to die ability, just like Farah. You're playing your whole Hog, you're really putting yourself in a bad position, and Ford and Kuya being taken down with their ultimates feels really bad. Coming into this next fight, though, I mean, solid defense from Redacted here. They're able to hold it. They have a lot of ultimates, too, so... Well, you're not going to see too much coming out from them. Dragon splits them.
We're going to be seeing the Dragon, however, the whole Hog coming out from Kuya, going to be firing into the Mei wall, neutralizing a lot of that.
Oh, he doesn't
Kuya
die.
then going to be firing through the amplification matrix, not going to be finding too much as the attacking team does kind of back off, gives them that space that is kind of respected of that whole Hog. You don't want to get too
like 30 seconds out.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be seeing the amplification come out, but the Mei wall cutting off Bowie and company from it. The hook coming in. Brooks claiming 2 off the back, though. Both supports. A lot of healing gone for the attackers here. And now it's going to be Bowie trying to get away, trying to get onto that high ground. Not going to be allowed as Drake takes the bullet to him. And with that, the attackers suddenly in a little bit of a tough spot.
Yeah. Brooks doing so well, getting those first pickups onto momentum, really hurting Winnable. They really need to keep this Mercy alive and make sure that she isn't the first one to go down, or these fights are not going to last as long as they want. 30 seconds left means this might be the last push if they're able to elongate it enough. Organic taking a high ground position, but the damage booster coming out from Demek, and the hook!
The hook onto Bowie, that is crucial. You did not want to lose that. Both of your tanks, if you're the attacking team, it's going to be so hard to take space. Now we're going to be seeing Harry Happa throw themselves into the icicle on the point, getting hooked, getting frozen, bullied by the Orisa as well. The Mercy valking from momentum just to try to buy a little bit of pester, but not going to work as we see the side of Redacted. A pretty solid hold.
Yeah, really solid hold from Redacted coming into this series. Doing so well, holding these points really splendidly. I'm loving the Mei and how they're slowing down these fights. I feel like a parrot because they're playing the same composition, but it's working. Who cares? I mean, Drake was playing the Junkrat, okay, on point A defense. All right, okay, that's fine. They lost it. They weren't able to use the Junkrat effectively. Tyre went out. He swapped to Baptiste, and then it started working out because they started getting more heals. It seems like, just pocketing Dembeck with the Baptiste on the Orisa really working out. Max Dimensio's staying alive, and it's just all good. And Brooks is such a good Hanzo. How do you win? How do you play against this?
Yeah, that was really tough because we saw Organic on the high ground. You called it out, trying to, do that Hanzo high ground situation. But Max Dimentio and Brooks, I believe, were both up there just trying to projectile that Hanzo into being a little awkward. Could not really focus on the tanks, but, having to shoot across the alleyways, a tough spot. However, now it will be the sides flipping here. And as we take a look at what Winnable are looking to run, Harry Hap and Organic going to kind of be sticking to what they were running a little bit before. Russian Cows on the Zenyatta, though.
So my goal for Winnable, if I'm trying to give them advice, is Harry Happa, slow these fights down with Mei. If you end up losing this point, swap to Widow. You're really good on Widow, and make sure that you have someone to pocket you. Momentum has been dying a lot first in every fight, but momentum just needs to stay back a little bit. Maybe put Russian Cows on the Zen on the Mercy. From then you saw Kuya. Getting some scouting in, going to swap to the Hog. They're going to be playing the exact same comp that they were defending with offensively, and honestly, I don't think it's too much of a bad idea. Kind of mirroring compositions. It's just going to be Russian Cows on the Zen. That's the difference. Really big halt there.
Yeah, a good wall coming in from Harry Happa, making things a little bit difficult. And Dembeck getting walled off by their own Mei. Max Dimencio not quite working for the team here. Not going to be punished too much for it. But 2 kills going down. Russian Cows and Bowie both taken down by Dembeck. Dembeck showing that tanks can still frag out before trying to hold point, taking that breather, however, will be frozen in place by Max Dementio. Gonna use that Maywall to isolate Momentum. However, Momentum, last one to die in this situation, and with the exception of Organic trying to get away. Hanzo so close to death, just gonna get out of there. Oh no!
Yeah. Wow, Drake really popping off with these frags, getting 3 in that engagement. Keratin gonna be able to go to get out, and that's the first cap. Super quick time from Redacted. Really happy to see how well they're doing here. Dragon Strike coming online from both teams. Amplification Matrix from both teams. Tank's kind of getting low. There's the Dragon.
Storm Dragon's coming out, gonna be claiming Russian Cows. Bowie as well, very low. Not gonna have that Zenyatta.
Oh, here we go. The wall.
Consistent healing. Maywall coming out, not gonna quite be finding too much. We see that Mercy amping Brooks right now. Keratin amping Brooks, trying to take the battle with Organic.
The best part is they're getting past this choke.
Yeah,
which
absolutely.
Is really good for this Orisa composition. They're gonna be able to move it onto the cart. The shield didn't go onto the limousine, unfortunately. But yeah, there we go. Amplification Matrix. Gonna be huge. Oh no.
Amplification and Valk coming out. Keratin gonna be able to bring back Dembeck though. Organic taken down by Brooks. No res gonna be there for the Hanzo. Blizzard coming out from both sides. And the Storm Dragon's coming out. Keratin coming through with the kills. The triple kill from the Mercy. You love to see it happen. This Mercy taking no prisoners, truly.
Oh my god, that's going to be the end. Redacted going to take map 2, and we are on match point. This is going to be a really close series if it comes we're taking it to the next map, and we're showing the same results. Holy moly.
Yeah, I was not expecting that much Mercy killing, literal Mercy killing from either team here. We've already like 7 kills.
Brooks doing so well here. This was the triple that he'd gotten. Oh, just super good headshots. And opening it up with the support kills is always a good thing. Keratin, though. Ooh, those Mercy kills. That's gonna be in the highlight reel.
Yeah, somebody
you'll love to see that.
Redacted's gonna want somebody to clip that for them in chat. They're gonna definitely want to see that. But of course, now we are going once again into the map pick and ban phase. And if memory does serve, it will be on the side of it will be on the side of Redacted to ban the first map. So we're gonna be, or the second map rather, but we're gonna be seeing what they're gonna choose. It looks like Eichenwald's gonna be out of the question.
Indeed, Eichenwald pretty good for goats, and maybe these teams really not practicing goats, so gonna be moving away from that. Selecting next map. If we go to a control map from Winnable, I definitely think the series might swing on ahead. Winnable really like to play a lot of the GOATS compositions, so wouldn't be surprised to see more of that. Although we are getting back into this hit scan meta. I think Control is a really good pick. It's often a map that isn't necessarily won by the best team, just by whoever wins the first fight, which comes down to it sometimes. I'm not saying it's a bad map type, but it's definitely one with the most upset potential, and we will be seeing Lijiang Tower coming up, so I called it.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit surprised. Redacted just banned a hybrid map, which we wouldn't have been seeing anyway. Eichenwald would not have been up for selection. We don't run 2 of the same map types in a row. So, I mean, maybe they're just really wanting to get rid of Eichenwald in the future. They don't have anything that they particularly want, you know, to get rid of otherwise. But Lijiang Tower, you know, we definitely might see a different side of Winnable here, considering this is probably the most deathmatch style of play we see in Overwatch.
Yep, definitely agree. Sorry, I was advertising the stream a little bit, just to make sure that some of my friends were watching. Looks like we will be getting to the map very shortly, but yeah, as you were talking about, gonna be seeing a lot of scrappy fights. Looks like both teams. Yep, both teams are ready. We will be getting to the map, and yeah. Want to see some more snipers, but I think on Control Center especially, and we are going on to Control Center, we will be seeing a lot of tanky matchups. We will be seeing goats, I'm sure. May goats, maybe.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if we didn't at least see Max Dimencio on that May. It's been looking pretty strong. If I can make a non-controversial statement, Max Dimencio been looking pretty good. Speaking of which, if you think somebody's been vote for that MVP poll in the bottom of the Twitch panel, we'd greatly appreciate it. The players greatly appreciate it. But we got 10 seconds before we see what the teams are looking to build for their compositions. Sci-Fi, you got 5 seconds. What do you pick?
May and goats.
Okay.
Pick May goats.
And
Reaper? Okay.
Close enough. The Reaper May though is something we saw kind of a while back.
Hey, hold on. Okay, so Lucio, Hog, Risa, Bap, May, Reaper. That's goats.
Okay, sure. I don't know about that, but looking like both teams, well, it looks like maybe Ford gonna be rolling out with the Torbjorn. I like this. If nothing else, I like the style. We've seen, certain teams phase 1 kind of, operate with the Torb to a very good capacity.
This is a phase 1 comp. This is phase 1 comps from both teams. Oh, that hook!
Yeah, the hook's gonna be coming out. It's going to be Russian cows getting frozen, taken down, and with that, the rest of the kills will flood in for Redacted. That Reaper doing a lot of damage. Torb getting frozen and shotgunned in the face. Harry-Hapa going to be falling, not proving to be the superior May in this instance, and with that, a quick convert onto Redacted's favor for the point.
It was so good. Brooks. Organic taking the game in his own hands with a double kill.
Yeah, and just like that, now suddenly things are looking very good for Winnable if they can get on the point. The hook coming out, Organic gonna barely be getting killed by that with the cleanup from Dembeck. The barrier's breaking quite early for Bowie. The hook coming in, but a nice wall from Harry-Hapa gonna prevent the hook from reeling him in and dealing the damage. However, it's not any possession or not any presence from
Brooks.
The side of Winnable. Brooks being an absolute bugbear on this team. Garrettson taken down, perhaps the side of Winnable going to be remembering the Mercy hazards coming through. And now we're going to be seeing Russian cows be the last to fall. And man, that was a turnaround, if you ask me, from the side of Redacted.
Yeah, really good turnaround plays coming from them. Organic getting a couple of picks off, but it just doesn't matter. The May slows down the fight enough for your team to regroup, get some positioning. Brooks able to take the turnaround. Blizzard coming through, though. Blizzard Dragon really good.
Yeah, Blizzard Dragon going to be coming in right into the Immortality field, however. A lot of really good plays there. The Baptiste Immortality field, the May wall. You're going to be taking down Bowie. That is a lack of shielding now for the side of Winnable. However, we're going to be seeing the res come out. Bowie back into the game. No res on the side of Redacted. However, they haven't had any members fall quite yet. Reaper Death Blossom spin to win going to be coming in. Brooks not quite spinning hard enough, not quite winning hard enough. Harry-Hapa claiming the life of Dembeck. Once again, tanks falling. Amplification Matrix coming out. However, it will be the side of Winnable shooting through it and getting the kills. Russian cow taking down Drake. It's gonna be Max Dimencio again trying to stall out with that May. Just for a few moments, it's still gonna put the side of Redacted in a good position even though they're gonna lose points.
Yeah. 96%, not too shabby. They don't have a lot of alts coming into this next fight. But,
Russian cows almost caught out. However, the May wall from Harry-Hapa going to be buying them a little bit of time. Not quite enough. The Storm Dragon's going to be coming through. Now the damage amp Matrix going to be coming through. Dembeck going to be taken down by Harry-Hapa, due in part to that. Harry-Hapa continuing to go on a kill streak. Drake falling. There is going to be no more healer. Organic going to be dropped by their counterpart in Brooks, and it's looking like a repel from the side of Redacted.
Yeah, they didn't use too much. They didn't have any ultimates, so gonna need to buy their time a little bit. They're just waiting for ultimates to come back up, and then we'll be seeing some really good stuff coming out from Redacted. Blizzard, though, from Harry-Hapa, stalling things out, slowing down these fights.
Yeah, the May wall gonna come up as well as the Lucio sound barrier. The wall not quite able to be torn through by the side of Winnable, and now it is going to be on the side of Redacted coming through with the Blizzard. They're going to be getting 4 off the back of that, or at least 3 with the Drake early cleanup. Brooks then taking down Organic. It's going to be momentum trying to stay alive as that Mercy with the Valk. Not quite possible. Bowie hopping on to the Hammonds.
Can they touch? No, they're not even going to be able to touch. They just won the fight, and that was it. Bowie not going to be able to get onto the point. Match point. for
Yeah.
Redacted, and holy moly, we might be seeing another Redacted Citizens mashup in a week.
Yeah, absolutely winnable in a all or nothing spot. They need to they need to basically cap it all here. They need to do a complete reverse sweep, and that's going to be a little bit tough. However, to start, we're going to be going on to Night Market. That's going to be where their head's at right now, and Bowie not quite changing off the Wrecking Ball just yet.
I think they want to run something a little different, maybe something that counters the bunker comp. Is going to disrupt people more. They're still going with a disruption comp. It will be Ford on the ball, and they will be playing the Sombra Genji dive composition that we've been seeing to try and counter things out. Now, this requires a lot of precision. The bunker comp is a lot easier to play, but they get the first pick.
Yeah, Bowie coming in over the top rope quite early. The kills are going back and forth, but they're looking in favor of Winnable. This is exactly what they need. Harry Happa cleaning up, going to have a little bit of ult charge. And right now, it's just that Reaper from Brooks trying to kind of play around the point. Not going to be successful as momentum gives him the punch.
Yeah, Harry Happa, more like Harry Clapham.
Oh, got him.
He's doing really well on the Sombra, already up to 45%. Russian Cow's healing really well as well, and I honestly think this composition might actually work. We will be seeing more swap ups on the side of Redacted. They're going to be playing Sombra Tracer dive with the Moira as more survivable. Max Dimencio with the first pick though. I think it's a double.
Yeah, a very early pick, and this Sombra pick makes a lot of sense because such a valuable hack target for Brooks. We're seeing Max Dimencio chase down forward on that Hammond. Gonna get hacked as they get the mines. Not gonna be able to drop him on point because of that. We're gonna see the flip over to Redacted.
Oh god, it's just so good coming from Max. He's playing this so well on this Tracer, keeping things alive. You thought the Tracer was dead? She's never dead. She's always coming in your back line, and yeah, Drake gonna be really survivable on this. They do have the EMP Nanoblade coming out, combo-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be seeing the Nanoblade come out. Russian Cow's taken out, but organic, or not organic, it's going to be the hack onto Carrington. Not quite able to get onto the point. We're going to be seeing Drake pop the Coalescence, however, means that they will not be able to get on the point quite quick enough. However, now the kills are going to start to flow in favor of Redacted. They're going to go point just a little bit, but it looks like they will be able to reclaim the Primal Rage coming through from Bowie to try to stall out point. Not quite soon enough. Russian Cow's taking a fall as well. Bowie looking like they're going to try to get out of there. And it's going to be Redacted with point control once again. As soon as the cleanup comes through.
Wait.
Oh, not quite able to get anything with that Diva Bomb, however. And this has been a rather long team fight. Organic going to be swift striking away while the point remains in the hands of Redacted.
Yeah, unfortunate. Organic gonna go down and try to get onto his spawn from the coast side, but honestly, just not a very good ultimate coming out from I believe it was Harry Happa. They're going to be swapping onto the Sombra Tracer dive as well. And dive coming in from Bowie.
Yeah, Carrington going to be getting hacked. Lucio will not be able to give that speed or healing amp. The EMP coming out, picking up half the team on the side of Winnable. And because of that, Harry Happa is going to be dropping Drake, able to just easily track them with that Coalescence. And now we do see the hack onto Dembeck, but it looks like it's not going to phase them too much. Has that Primal in the pocket, ready to use it. And Dembeck going to be going in, bothered not by that hack. We're going to be pulling back just a little bit as Ford takes a trip off a cliff.
Oh, yeah, really not good for Winnable. Can they even touch this? They're going to try.
And it's looking so touchy, barely going to be getting onto point. The mines coming out from the side of Ford. Going to be getting hacked. The EMP landing on the 4 members from the side of Redacted. Now is a chance for Winnable, and it looks like the kills are going to go in their favor as Dembeck falls to momentum. That is very good. Winnable now in control. They're building up that ult charge. That is a very good position. Didn't cost them all their ults, however.
Yeah, it kind of did. They used a bit too much. On the side of Redacted, though, they don't have too much else to work with, but they only need to win one more fight. Ford on this ball can need to have a really big impact, and the Coalescence is coming out already. Harry Happa going down.
Yeah, Harry Happa getting dropped, but so does Max Dimencio. Both Tracers going to be dropping, and it's going to be Dembeck getting focused down by the 2 tanks on the side of Winnable. However, the 2 tanks are going to be the ones to fall. And we are looking at things. It is not looking the best for the side of, for the side of Redacted quite yet, but they are surely giving it their all. Kuya going to get burned down by that Coalescence and Organic. Organic has that EMP on the line, and Harry Happa getting the double kill, and then the cleanup onto Dembeck with that pulse mine. That is valuable. Winnable looking good. It's just going to be that Sombra to contest here from Brooks with that EMP as we see.
Yeah, they both have EMP actually. Sombra can get hacked at any point in this fight. Oh no, Brooks goes down.
Brooks goes down. That is so crucial for Winnable. Drake taking down Organic, but still kills in favor of the side of Winnable. The mines now coming out from Ford. That Hammond looking so good, doing a little bit of zoning with those mines, and it's just going to be Kuya on the point. Also, Keratin trying to just float around onto point, hanging out a little bit, going to be knocked off. Trying to get back and cannot make it. Bowie going to make sure of that, and Winnables getting some points on the board.
Winnable does this. They're not out. They're down but not out. We'll go to 1-1. Could be the last point still. This is a must-win point for Winnable. Interesting to see if we will be seeing some swap-ups. Looks like Max Dementio is going to be swapping to... Maybe he's messing with us. It looks like Dembeck's going to be on Orisa. And the disruption comp is still okay for Winnable. They're going to stick to what they have already. Brooks going to be on the Reaper, though. It's going to be a really good pick, especially versus Bowie. Going to be able to just chunk him away. That all depends, though. If Dembeck or Kuya falls in the fight first, it's going to look really bad for that team. They're going to be losing most of their tank line, and coming to this engagement, it's going to be really slow moving from the side of Redacted.
Yeah, Max Dementio playing that Mei, taking the inside, not necessarily the worst pick of positioning when you're running that Mei. Counter back, Momentum getting a double boop early on, taking down all the DPS from the side of Redacted. Redacted did not want to lose those early. The hack then going on to Dembeck means the cleanup's gonna be working there for the side of Winnable. They're gonna be getting a few more kills as Kuya looking like gonna be one of the last one to fall, as Keratin trying to just get away. Oh, I spoke too soon. Organic gonna clean them up as well.
Oh my god, Organic almost to an EMP, playing this super well. Not gonna lie, Ford kind of fed, but they're able to take that win with that solid plays coming from Momentum. He's really kind of pushed himself back into the running for like really good support in the series. He's done a lot of dying first in these engagements, but that boop really might have won them this map.
Yeah, it absolutely might have, given how crucial the first wins are. The pulse bomb sticking, not landing on anybody. Brooks going to be using that Wraithborn to survive.
Oh no, Organic died 99%.
That is so crucial. You did not want to lose that Tracer there. The sound barrier going to come out just to try to keep the side of Redacted up. And this is a fight that Winnable would love to stall out, as they are still getting progress, but they don't want to lose members like Ford and Russian Cows. And now Bowie also dropping to Kuya's whole hog. Momentum dropping that sound barrier just to keep people alive. The sound barrier, or the EMP coming out, only going to be getting Keratin, but Organic then cleans up. And just like that, it's looking like Redacted going to be retaking the point. The stall coming out from Ford just to continue to build out as well. Bowie diving back in. It's going to be Brooks trying to play at a distance, not the best range for the Reaper. The stall definitely coming through. 60% already built up, and the hack now onto Drake. The fade not going to be there from the Moira. However, the cleanup will be there for the rest of the team. Redacted doing such a good job, and finally they're going to start to flip the point with 71% in favor of Winnable.
Yeah, not a very good stall. There was really good target focus coming from Redacted, able to move this up. Organic gonna be on the Pharah now. I think this is an amazing pick. They're going to be able to use the Pharah, damage boost her, and go for it. Basically no kill pressure. There's no diva being played. So Organic gonna have free reign in this this fight. They only need to win 2, maybe 1 fights. They're gonna use the damage boost.
Yeah, the halt coming in, going to be landing onto Ford, does not get hooked, courtesy of Kuya not choosing to go with that hog shift ability. However, it is just a little bit of play around that shield with Harry Half. The dive going to be coming in, noticing that Dembeck is just a little bit forward of their shield. The Coalescence coming out from Drake, keep everybody healthy, wealthy, and wise. And with that, trying to deal a little bit of damage as well. Organic not quite able to find too many rockets. This angle kind of difficult to play. However, the comp certainly seeming a little bit suitable for it on the side.
Barrage. All they need to do is just land the barrage onto Orisa or
Russian Cow's going to be bringing out the Coalescent, or the Transcendence, excuse me, to come out there. Then we're going to be seeing the Reaper spin to win from Brooks coming out. Organic going to be taken down with the Rocket Barrage. That's not a spot you wanted to be in, as we're going to see Redacted continue to hold this point. They're going to now overtake percentage from Winnable.
Yep, they are, although on the side of Winnable, they are coming up to 5 ultimates. Will be really good for them. Russian Cow's going to be swapping to the Moira with more survivability. It's really good, just especially against these bunker comps where they're going to burst you down and try to spam you down. You need to heal off all that damage with the mass heals coming in from Moira. There's the Rocket Barrage.
The Rocket Barrage coming in big from Organic. You'd love to see that double kill as far with that Rocket Barrage. You get a 1-for-2 trade, and you think it's got to be worth it. Harry Happa going to continue to work the playing field in their favor as they gun down Drake, and now it is looking good. Winnable just has to hold this 1 or 2 more fights.
And they have 4 ultimates to do it. On the side of Redacted, they have a couple, but the spam damage coming in from Organic might have to delay them a little bit. This will be the last fight, potentially, of the map, potentially of the series. Coalesce is coming through.
Yeah, we're also going to hear the rally get popped off. Bowie getting stunned and brought down by Max Dimencio. That's not a position you like to be in. Brooks going to then take down the tanks. Bowie going to be brought back up. 1 tank at least online for the side of Winnable. I spoke through Zoot as Carrington breaks them down. The damage amplification bongo coming out. And with Brooks using the spin to win just to claim point, it's just going to be the overtime wick burning down for Redacted.
Wait, Ford on the ball. Oh, going to be hooked up. Can anyone else touch?
It's gonna maybe be Organic. Organic does get there for a second. Max Dimencio, however, having that whip shot up and ready to just knock them out of the spot. Russian Cow's trying to get in with that fade. And we are now seeing Momentum just trying to do the Lucio stall, riding around on the ceiling. Falls off a little bit, gets cleaned up by Max Dimencio. And because of that, Redacted takes it a 3-0 sweep.
Well played, GG's all in chat. Redacted gonna 3-0 Winnable and going to be taking that to losers finals versus Citizens on August 5th. Going to be a really good matchup there. We will be potentially seeing a guest interview coming from someone from Redacted. Really well played from Winnable to almost take that map up. Unfortunately, Bowie gets caught out by that last fight. Just really unfortunate to see. The Brigitte really stopped in there, and we will be seeing Carrots. The really good.
The triple killing Mercy.
Yeah, the amazing bloodthirsty Mercy play coming in for an interview shortly.
Yeah, and while we are doing this interview, don't forget to get your last minute MVP votes in. A lot of options here. There's some really good tag play, some really good support play. Although I don't think I need to even highlight the May play. It kind of speaks all for itself. A lot of good options out there. Let us know who you think doing the best here. As well, if you'd like to give us a like, a follow, a tweet, any of your preferred social media endorsements, feel free to do so. We always like knowing how the community feels about us. But with that, I think we have Carrington in here for a quick chat with Sci-Fi.
Yeah, what's up, Carrots?
Hi, how are you?
Good. First question, Hollywood, Mercy triple kill. How did that happen?
I don't know, I was feeling good. I saw that we lost our Orisa, so I knew that we had to make a big play, and I just felt like it was the right play. They were all frozen as well, so I have to give props to our May, of course.
True, yeah. Guys did super well in that aspect. How did you guys manage to pull off that 3-0? It seemed like it'd be pretty close versus Winnable. They've been a team that's really been consistent.
Yeah, I believe our DPS really fragged out, especially on like Hollywood and especially Junkertown. They were much, I wouldn't say much better, but like they were fragging quite hard. And with that, I guess like it just opens up more space for the tanks, which is kind of weird, but it works that way. It's a nice dynamic that the tanks and the DPS have.
Yeah, your guys' May was really popping off this series, doing so well. Max Dimencio, of course, on the May, just keeping every fight and slowing every fight down on the defensive side, speeding everyone up with the wall and just taking people out of position. It was so good to see. Who personally would you quote as your MVP in this match? You can definitely say yourself.
I wouldn't say myself. I kind of inted on Lijiang quite a bit. I was kind of like, yeah, but I'd probably give it to Brooks. He was popping off on DPS all match, and I don't think anyone could have taken him on there.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Sir Waltham, you got any questions?
Not particularly, I guess. If that's about it, do you have any final words for the fans out there, for your opponents, for your team? Any shout outs you'd like to give?
I guess watch out for Redacted. They're looking good, and yeah, we'll clean it up.
Certainly look forward to it.
You guys have a week to prepare for your match against Citizens. Do you see anything that is a little bit different about their team than Winnable? How are you going to prepare for them specifically?
I think Citizens has really practiced the 2-2-2 or like just DPS comps in general.
Mhm.
So I feel it might be a harder match and a better matchup, but I feel like if we really work on our issues and we get them fixed, we should be fine.
How did the last matchup against them go? You actually got sent to the losers bracket because of them specifically.
I guess it's sort of like a redemption arc at this point, but
Yeah. Like, how did you guys end up losing to them that last time?
I personally wasn't in that match, but I've heard that their DPS fragged, and their tank lineups, they've been together for like an OD season now, which is quite a long, what is it, 7 months now? Something around there. So they really had good synergy, and just like everything working together worked well.
So what I'm hearing is you lost because you weren't in the game.
Well, that's inferred.
You wouldn't say it yourself, but don't worry, Waltham's got you. I'll put it out there for you, my friend.
All right, easy clappers. Next matchup going to be the losers finals. It's going to be Redacted versus Citizens on August 5th, which is in 6 days, at 9 p.m. Everyone stay tuned for that. Always going to be on the Star Esports Twitch channel. And have we gotten a tally of who the MVP is?
Yes, we do. In fact, it is going to be on the side of Winnable Momentum, getting the viewers' MVP vote. So congratulations, Momentum.
Your main healer counterpart, Carrots.
Yeah. Friends a long time now.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you have friends on Winnable as well besides Momentum?
Oh yeah, I used to play with Bowie quite a bit.
Nice. He streams a lot, I hear. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll be seeing you guys. We will be seeing you guys in a week. Thank you so much for the interview, Carrots. Any last shout-outs?
I don't think so.
Anything? You don't have anything memey to say?
I don't really have anything memey to say.
Oh, all right.
I don't
You're
know.
Cool.
Pretty
You're
mellow.
Cool dude. All right,
Yeah.
sick. All right, Sir Waltham, take us away.
All right, and with that, that's going to conclude our Overwatch All-Stars broadcast for tonight. Would like to give a special shout out to Carrots for hopping into the viewers booth with us as well. A big congratulations to the side of Redacted for winning the game tonight. Of course, we're going to be giving another shout out to Momentum for the MVP, all that good stuff. Again, if you liked us, be sure to follow us, whatever you prefer. But for Sci-Fight, aka Chase, and myself, we want to wish you guys a great night and stay safe out there, everybody.